It is very unfortunate that every arm of the government, executive, legislature, and judiciary, and even the independent commissions have been associated with corruption. This is a state God complains about in Micah chapter 3 verse 11. It is our conviction that only we as the people of Kenya can stop corruption. Let us end the culture of celebrating the corrupt and start shaming them instead. Let us build a culture of supporting and electing persons who manifest integrity. At this, we encourage all of us as Kenyans to reject contributions by political leaders and their appointees, knowing that most of the money given is stolen taxes. We must stop celebrating whenever the president, members of parliament, governors, members of county assembly, and other political actors donate money whose source are not clear. As a church, we make it clear that all persons are free to attend worship services and give their offerings, but we will not allow the sacred religious practice to be used for self-promotion and self-marketing. We will continue propagating and applying the guidelines issued by the NCCK, which require that politicians should not be allowed to address congregations while inside the church. Note that in the recent past, multiple laws have been presented in Parliament, which, if enacted, will radically change the electoral framework and will effectively destroy our democracy. In addition to this, there are 9 different agricultural-related bills which will criminalize food production in our nation. We are convinced that the reason political leaders have not undertaken civic education on these laws, none of which are sponsored by Kenyans in any of our constituencies, is because they know that Kenyans will not support them. I encourage you to demand from your member of parliament that these laws are withdrawn. Do not allow parliament to enact laws that will make your very life illegitimate. To strongly reject the proposed vaccination of animals being given by international bodies. Make it clear to your member of parliament and members of county assemblies that we do not want Kenya to be a surrogate of international bodies. Especially make it clear that as Kenyans we have rejected genetically modified organisms, GMOs. I appeal to you that we join hands in ending the rising cases of gender-based violence that is rising in our communities. Let us all endeavor to find peaceful ways of resolving conflicts and disagreements that include dialogue, mediation, and counseling. Further, we urge you to do what is within your power to end the discrimination against persons.
That the implementation of SHA or SHIF is suspended until all the necessary structures are put in place. Kenyans as voters to collect signatures and commence the processes of recalling the members of parliament who are not performing as per your requirements and demands. And as electorates, you are the employer, not the employee, not the servant of the members of parliament and other elected leaders. To demand that the judiciary concludes the cases touching on IEBC within the next 2 weeks. We must get back our democracy. Instead of representing the people, they have become spanner boys and girls carrying out the work of the executive. Instead of oversighting the executive, they are cheerleaders in oppressing the people. Instead of speaking for the people, they are making oppressive laws.